Hey everyone, welcome to Travis's Tip of the Day, episode number 14. It's Thursday morning here in South Africa. Spring is just around the corner and everything is looking lovely and lively and green. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. And thank you for joining me today. I actually just want to go and open up a browser tab real quickly. Today we are speaking a little, you know what, I can't do two things at once. Let me just type this thing out. A platform PM Pro. Sorry about that. So today we are speaking a little bit about building a community for your membership site. And if you watch this regularly, I hope that you, sorry, I just laughed at Molly Burrito. It's good to know that you like cookies. I like them too. If you are a regular viewer, then you'll notice that I am not in my office at the moment. I have changed my setup for today. Felt like it was time for a change. So I am in my sort of dining room at the moment. Anyway, moving on to building a community for your membership site. Now, this is a pretty kind of obvious topic, and many people actually that's what they're trying to do, right? So you are trying to collect a bunch of like-minded people around a topic, whatever your membership site is, and it's kind of difficult. So we've been exploring a couple of things on our side, and what I've found is there are actually some tools that are right in front of us that we can use to build up a community of like-minded users, and that tool can be, it can help us to actually grow our membership site. So just let me go ahead and share my screen here real quick. So we actually have a article on our site called Build Your Online Business on a Platform You Own. Now, we advocate this very highly because for a number of reasons, actually. But what we advocate is that you build a membership site on, say, WordPress, and if you're using PM Pro, that's great. But WordPress is free and you own everything that you have produced, created, etc. And the same is true for Paid Memberships Pro. It's a open source membership plugin, and anything that you do with it, you basically have full rights when it comes to your membership site. So if you want to check out Build Your Online Business on a Platform You Own, check that out on our site. I will try and link it down in the description below. But that being said, we also have come across a few ways that you can actually start creating. And actually, I've got a question here which I'd like to speak about. So Moldy Burrito, who mentioned his love or her love for cookies. Sorry, I can't tell exactly because I see the avatar of a guitar over there. So there's too many communities out there. If you thought about it, it exists. And that's 100% true. And I totally agree. It's actually quite overwhelming to see how many communities there are. But that doesn't stop you from actually entering that community as a person or as a membership site owner, sharing your knowledge and making connections with people. So there's two ways that you can actually go and do this. Either A, you can build a community, and as Moldy Burrito mentioned, that is a little bit difficult, but there's nothing stopping you from sort of opening up a Facebook page or a Facebook group around your idea, around your niche. And what's nice, if you look at something like Facebook or even Reddit, for example, is you can have full control to a degree of that community, and it's free and a low barrier of entry. Anyone searching around those social medias can actually get in touch with you, and that can potentially be used as a bit of a springboard to get members eventually onto your site. Now, one of the reasons why we advocate owning your platform versus using a platform that is like a SaaS solution or a social media is that things can change with the algorithms of that social media or platform. The monetization aspects can change at any given moment. And we've seen things like social media's upping their prices or having a sort of a pay to win in order to display content. It's no, there's only a very tiny percentage, if any at all, of your members that will, or your followers that will actually see your posts unless you market and pay to them. So, yes, and as Moldy Burrito said, yeah, another on point, platforms can get rid of you at any time for any reason. And that's exactly why this should be used as a tool, as part of your strategy, but it shouldn't be your kind of entirety, your sole sort of all eggs in one basket strategy. We've seen things happen in, like, say, YouTube spaces, where YouTube has started, and for very good reason, they started putting things in place to protect children who are watching YouTube videos, which, again, very good for them to do. But that has sort of negatively also affected some of those more genuine kid YouTube content creators in terms of their money. All of a sudden, their ad revenue dried up, and then they had to scramble and try and make other plans. And so that's an example where even it might be in the it's beneficial for those who are part of that community, but it's not beneficial for you. And that's why definitely what you want to do is maybe consider opening up a Facebook group, or maybe consider joining a Facebook group, and not necessarily plugging your content just for the sake of it, but try answer people's questions. There's things like Facebook groups, Reddit is very popular, Quora is another one, even Twitter. Just searching for your topic. So Moldy Burrito's got a picture of a guitar. It looks like an electric guitar, maybe a bass. I can't tell 100%. But maybe Mr. Burrito over here is a guitar teacher or a guitar enthusiast, and he has got some knowledge that other people can benefit from. So even just answering someone's question, getting in touch with them, maybe it comes up that you can drop a link to your membership site or your blog or anything like that. So even if you don't want to go the route of a full-on creation of a community, you definitely might want to get involved in your community. And there's tons of them online, as we've spoken about. There's too many communities out there. And one way to really stand out is genuinely having the mindset to rather give versus receive. So give knowledge, give value, give input in that way. And rather than like, I just want to drop my link to my blog over here and then I'm out, or whatever the case may be. And again, as we spoke, it's super important to build up your platform on something that you have full control over. If you want and you own a, say, WordPress membership site, you can go ahead and raise your prices, or you can reduce prices, or you can even reach out to your members directly if you have their email addresses, things like that. So yeah, that is sort of my Travis's tip of the day. Moldy Burrito, thank you very much for your comments. It's been actually fun chatting to you. I hope that you follow us, so because I'd like to hear from more from you, on future videos. So please be sure to hit us up, drop a comment. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, so I'm going to wrap up this episode of Travis's Tip of the Day, episode number 14. I'll be back tomorrow, and let me know what you'd like me to cover. It's been fun. Thank you for watching, and